Spencer Horwitz. Welcome to Steak on a Stone.
Thank you.
I know that you had told me that one of your favorite parts about being in Pittsburgh, or something that surprised you, an underrated part of Pittsburgh, was the food scene.
Yep.
So have you ever done a Steak on a Stone, cook something in front of yourself?
Never done this. Excited, intrigued, a little nervous. Don't want to burn myself, but it should be good.
You'll be okay. The key is the shrimp cook really fast. You've got to kind of cut the steak, set it aside so you can cook it to the temperature you want, but you got to cook it while the stone's hot. So
Perfect.
Don't be afraid to dig in. But speaking of the fact that, you were talking about things in Pittsburgh and what surprised you, I know you've only been here for a short period of time, but what have you liked about the city so far and wearing the black and gold?
I'd say probably just the blue collarness of the city. It's definitely reminds me of home and like being close to Baltimore. So it's different than Toronto for sure, but I'm enjoying it.
What's it like being kind of close to home? Was that kind of special for you, knowing that Maryland's not too far away?
No, yeah, it's a quick 3-4 hour drive, but it makes it easy for my family to come see me, so that's nice. But yeah, they want to come a lot sometimes. But yeah, so sometimes, yeah, it's good.
What was your family dynamic growing up? Did you have any siblings, close family around you? Tell me about how you grew up.
Yeah, I got my older brother, best friend, Ben. He's coming, I think, 2 days from now, so he's here all the time, hanging out. But then, yeah, just him, my mom, my dad, and yeah, we're all really close, and I love my family more than anything in the world.
How much older was Ben than you were?
He's 3 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you feel that little brother dynamic when you were growing up?
Yeah, I was always around him and his friends, trying to be cool because they were cool and just hanging out, always wanting to be just like them. But he was awesome. He's the best big brother I could ever ask for. And yeah, I love him so much.
Did you guys have similar interests? Because I know you played hockey, baseball. What was the sports dynamic growing up? When did you start getting into everything?
Yeah, it's always been sports. Just our dad raised us around sports, and he's much more of a football, golf guy. And he played baseball, but he that wasn't really his thing completely. But yeah, football was definitely his sport, and yeah, baseball was kind of mine.
So are you a Ravens fan then, growing up in Baltimore? This is a big deal here.
Yes, I am a big Ravens fan. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the Steelers games growing up. I remember crying when Troy Polamalu sacked Joe Flacco. I'll never forget it. But yeah, I'm definitely a Ravens fan.
Those were some great games.
Yeah.
Have you been to one in Acrisure yet?
I haven't, not here. But no, I've been to a few back home at M&T Bank. But yeah, it's always a great game between the two.
When did you said your dad, he's a big sports guy, that was an influence for you guys. Which sport did you fall in love with first, though? Give me a little bit of like the baseball hockey thing, because hockey, you won 2 state championships in high school.
For me, it was always baseball.
Okay.
It was baseball. My first word was ball as a baby, and yeah, it was always baseball. But hockey was more of like the fun sport that I did. I don't know. I went to a hockey game when I was like 6 and thought it was cool, so I wanted to try it. And my parents were supportive and were like, yeah, and yeah, hockey was more of the off-season, go have fun, just get away for a little bit. But it was always baseball in the back of my mind.
But you were really good at hockey.
Really, I was okay. Yeah, but yeah, my team was really good.
Okay.
Our high school team was, like you said, 2 state championships, and those games were really, really fun with a good student section.
That's awesome. What kind of hockey player were you? Like, do you ever miss the fact that you could hit people and fight? Because baseball's the polar opposite.
Yeah, it's a little different. Exactly why it was a good break for me to get away from baseball. But yeah, I was a defenseman, not the best stick handler, not the best goal scorer. But yeah, I like to hit people. I like to, wasn't afraid to block shots. But yeah, I don't think hockey was my future.
Well, clearly, at least you're here for baseball now. But another important Pittsburgh question really quick. Were you a Capitals fan growing up too? You liked Ovechkin, didn't you?
I still love Ovechkin, yep. But yeah,
well,
Sid the kid.
But you got to go
good.
to a Penguins game this year.
I did, yeah.
So you can, share a little bit of the love for Pittsburgh and Sid now,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it was, I don't know. Ovechkin and Sid have had a good rivalry, I feel like, their whole playing careers. And Ovechkin just did something pretty special this year, so
Yeah.
maybe he is the better one.
We'll see. Sid still's got a lot there in his skates to be respected.
Exactly.
But when did you realize then, you said it's always been baseball for you, but when did you realize for baseball, like, hey, I could probably make a career out of this?
Make a career? I don't know. I mean, I went to a small school. I was a late round pick. I had one college offer. It was, it was late, I guess. I knew once I got drafted, that was my chance. And being a 24th round pick, there's not many 24th round picks still around. I think I was the last 24th round pick ever because there's only 20 rounds now. But once I got into pro ball, it was kind of all gravy from there. I was just excited, and it really freed me up, and I could just go play.
Do you think that helped you at all, like not really realizing you could make it until later because it maybe took that pressure off young?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every kid's dream is to be an MLB baseball player, and mine obviously was. But I'd say I had people always telling me, like, do something different, pick something else, something more realistic, and I did. But in the back of my mind, I never wanted those other things. And I don't know. It was always just, I knew something inside me always said that I could do it. And here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are now.
Mm-hmm.
What's your baseball journey been like then after you get drafted? Because like you said, it's sort of unusual, right? You're 24th rounder. Then COVID happens at one point in your season too after you do pretty well in the minors. Then you're in Toronto, you debut, now you're here. Like, there's been a bit of a journey, but all things led to a good result. But what was that journey like for you?
It was long, it was hard, it was fun, it was sad. There was times where I questioned it, there was times where I never had a doubt, but it was all the above, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Baseball's led to so many friendships, so many experiences, and just this life that I live that I'm so grateful for. And just hopefully I can keep doing it for a long time.
What do you remember then when you're talking about that journey and the ups and downs? When you debut with the Blue Jays, what do you remember about that day, if anything? Because you might have blacked out the whole thing.
I remember being in the hot tub in Buffalo before our game, and Matt Hague coming to grab me and telling me, hey, we need to go over some video. And it was a complete lie. And him and the manager told me I was going to the big leagues, and I broke down bawling. It was just, to hear that, and just the rush of emotions of everything, and just questioning whether it's going to happen or not. And it was an unbelievable feeling. And then I called my brother right away, called my dad, called my mom. Everyone was so excited. They got on flights to Texas right away, and I got to debut on Father's Day in Texas, so it was pretty special.
I'm sure that had to have been the coolest Father's Day present for your dad.
Yeah, I think he still has the hat from my debut, because they do the special hats on Father's Day, and yeah, we talk about it a good bit.
Do you remember how you performed in your debut?
I think I was 1 for 2 with a walk.
Okay.
So not bad.
Not bad. It gave you some confidence,
yeah,
right?
Definitely got first at bat was definitely a little shaky, but I got a hit in my first at bat, so that definitely helped.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty crazy to think Matt Hague was the one that delivered the news, right? That you were going to the big leagues back in Buffalo.
Yep.
And now here you guys are in Pittsburgh, and he's your hitting coach. What was your earliest memories of working with Matt Hague?
Earliest memories with Matt Hague. I'd say that'd be in New Hampshire, AA.
Okay.
And this guy was telling me all these different hitting things, and back then I was very old school. See ball, hit ball, don't want to think about mechanics. So I really pushed back on him. And it took a month or two of struggling for me to accept and open up and listen. And then from there, it's been nothing but trust. And I know I can 100% say I wouldn't be here without him. He's awesome hitting coach, awesome human being, and the Pirates are lucky to have him.
Do you feel like that's something that's been a privilege in your career? You had this guy in AA, you have him, AAA in Buffalo, then you have him in the big leagues in Toronto, and now you have him in the big leagues in Pittsburgh. Like, he's sort of been a constant for you. Do you think that helps your success and confidence as a hitter?
100%. I mean, our dialogue has been the same for the last 4 years, and anyone would kill to have that. It's in baseball, there's so many changing components of the game, and just how that's the nature of the business is people are changing teams, staffs changing. But yeah, I mean, I've had the same hitting coach since 2022. That's unheard of. And yeah, I mean, our chemistry is second to none. And I know he knows my swing just as good as anyone, and I can trust him completely.
I'm interested to know, because when I talked to him in spring, Matt Hague had told me he considers himself sort of a hitting bilinguist. He has that old school feel for the game, and he respects just the grind at the plate, like you were talking about, see ball, hit ball, but he also really respects the analytics side of baseball and trying to open that up to hitters to get the best version out of them. What would you say in describing his coaching methods?
I'd say what makes him so special is that he's not just, I'd say a lot of hitting coaches are swing coaches, and he's not just a swing coach. He's also like a approach guy. He understands that if you have the best swing, it doesn't matter if you don't have a good approach. And vice versa, if you have a good approach and your swing is not good, then it doesn't matter. So I think he does a good job of separating the two, but know you need both.
What's it been like having Daniel Vogelbach as a part of the staff as well? I know he brought him in because he's that high energy guy, but you know, he's been beloved wherever he's played as well. Toronto, Pittsburgh, you name it. He's been around. People love him. Yeah. What's been your perspective of just having his energy around when you guys are back in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I got to play with Vogie for a little bit last year, and his approach, game planning is elite. He understands what pitchers are trying to do, understands how it feels in the box, and I think he's been tremendous for guys, and he's not far removed from the game at all, so he understands exactly how we're feeling and what it's actually going to feel like in the box.
All right, Spencer, we're a little bit through this meal now. I have to know your impression here at the North Shore Tavern. What's your impression of your first steak on a stone experience?
I like it. It's fun. It's good. It's an experience. Yeah, and I'm definitely enjoying it so far.
The food's really good, right?
Really good.
Can't complain. This Pittsburgh food scene just keeps getting better for you.
Yeah.
But speaking of things in baseball and different things you got to experience in your journey, something really cool some of your teammates will get to experience this year for the first time, like Paul Skenes, the World Baseball Classic.
Yep.
You got to play for Team Israel, correct?
Correct.
What was that experience like for you? I'm sure just representing a country that means so much to you in the World Baseball Classic. Like, tell me about that experience.
Yeah, it was 2023 before I debuted, so it was a lot. It was I was playing outfield, which I hadn't done a ton, and first time in a big league ballpark, playing against preliminary all-stars, Hall of Famers in Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, jam-packed stadium, drums, whistles, everything loud. It helped me a lot. It was it made my debut a lot easier for sure, but yeah, just the camaraderie of that team and beating Nicaragua was really special, and hopefully I can do it again soon next year.
You were playing in the outfield there as well.
I was.
Have you always been someone that can play kind of all over? Like, I know Pittsburgh considers you just a first baseman now, but what were some of the positions you originally thought you might have had to get comfortable with to make the big league roster?
I was doing anything. I was taking ground balls at first base, second base, third base, taking fly balls in left field and right field, just trying to do whatever I could to make the team. But yeah, I think I played about 40 games a year in the outfield, so it wasn't completely foreign, but it's definitely not natural to me. Yeah.
When did you start getting really good at first base?
I'd say college.
Okay.
I went to college to catch, but we had 5 catchers and no first baseman. So I was like, I can play first. I just wanted to play. And so that's kind of how I got to become a first baseman, I guess.
You played in the World Baseball Classic too. I want to quickly circle back to this. Jock Pederson
Jock
is on your
Pederson.
team.
Yep.
It's a pretty big name to like associate yourself with. And when you were talking about guys who are like all-stars and big names and you're playing with them, what was it like having him on a team with you?
Yeah, Jock was awesome. I saw him last year in Arizona, and he came right up to me, said, "How's it going? What's up?" Watching him work, watching him hit, watching the way he just goes about his business, he's a real pro. And hopefully he plays for Team Israel again, and hopefully I do too, and we can continue that relationship. And his brother was our hitting coach, And yeah, the Pederson family is a really respected baseball family, and it was cool to see why.
Well, someone who respects you. I mean, I think everyone in this clubhouse was really excited to come up here, but Paul Skenes had said that it was really nice, essentially, to have a true first baseman now there. So what does it mean to know that now you put on the black and gold, and your season obviously didn't start the way you wanted to, but your teammates are equally as excited to have someone who's they're comfortable throwing over there now?
Yeah, it's yeah, I mean, I'm going to do everything I can to gain the respect of my teammates and my peers. And Paul is, I think, the best pitcher in baseball. And for him to say that, it definitely, his words hold some weight. And hopefully we can play together for a long time.
What's it like having him throw over to you from the mound? I mean, everything he does is just so purposeful and meaningful, but just him overall as a pitcher, what's it like being able to support him when he's out there?
Paul's impressive. He's impressive on the field, off the field. He, like you said, everything he does has a purpose. And I don't think it's by accident he's as good as he is. He's always doing something, always trying to get better. And I think he's going to be around this game for a long time, being one of the best pitchers.
All right, Spence. We got to ask you things about yourself here in Pittsburgh, too. Things that make you unique, things that make you different. First and foremost, when you walk out on the field, it's undeniable to see the red glove. Mm-hmm. Why the red glove? Why something new, different? Why a bold color? Tell us about it.
Well, originally, when I was designing my glove, it was for Toronto. It was for Canada. And get traded in the offseason, and I was like, there's still some red in the Pirate uniform. So I was like, I'm going to keep it. And yeah, it's a little more bold now with the black and gold, but I kind of like it. I think the red complements it pretty well.
Do you know that the red is part of like the Pirates? Though, too?
Exactly,
There's
yeah.
like
so
an
it's
accent
good.
color.
Yep.
O'Neal uses a lot of red when he can, red belts, things like that. So it was almost like it was fate.
Exactly. They knew.
I love it. Your Mariah Carey fantasy walkout song. Where, how, and why did that start?
It started in AA. I was just, every year I've always had a new walk-up, and I was looking for one. And yeah, somehow I think fantasy was popular on TikTok or something, and it came up, and I liked it. It just, I heard it on the radio or TikTok or something, and I was just like, yeah, that's it right there. And it's stuck now since AA. I've had a lot of teammates say they love it, fans love it, and I feel like everyone can relate to it, no matter how old you are. So yeah, I enjoy it. It gets me locked in.
It's just something different. It's
exactly.
fun.
Yeah.
Have you always been kind of a Mariah Carey person? Or are you the one who can't wait for Christmas to come around?
I like Mariah Carey. Am I her biggest fan? I think there's probably bigger Mariah Carey fans than me out there. But no, yeah, it's just a fun walkout song that I like.
Love it. I think it gets the people going, if I'm being honest. I'm here for it. Outside of baseball, what are some of the things on an off day that you enjoy doing, going to? Maybe you're just chilling, but what are some of your hobbies outside of baseball?
Hanging with my family. I'd say that's number one, whether it's just my family or my dog. I love my dog so much, so we're always going on walks, getting in the woods, just kind of hanging out. But yeah, in spring training, I did a lot of fishing. But yeah, I like to be with my people.
Are you a really intense fisherman, or are you someone
No.
who just kind of hobbies it? 'Cause I know Joey Bart like really gets into fishing.
Yeah, no, Joey, he's tried to take me fishing a few times, and I was like, I'm not ready for that. That's not my scene. I'm just find a pond or a lake or maybe a river and just throw some lines in, hang out.
Well, Spence, we talked a little bit about this, but your journey here didn't really start this season probably the way you wanted to. Tell me a perspective on just how appreciative you are to be here right now and be contributing to this team despite starting the season with a little bit of a setback.
Yeah, things happen for a reason, I guess. And I try to keep that faith and keep the positivity always. But during that rehab process, it was pretty tough. It was, some days felt better than others. And yeah, it really tests you. And that was my first time being really injured during the season. And I don't wish that on anyone. It's not fun. It's tedious. It's hard, and not just physically but mentally. It's the one thing that's been constant in my life for the last 15, 20 years of baseball, and to have that taken away was really hard.
Well, Spence, it's great to have you here in Pittsburgh. It's great to have you at Steak on a Stone at the North Shore Tavern. I really hope you enjoyed your time.
Yeah, it was great.
We appreciate it. We can't wait to see your success here in the Burgh.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you.